Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a message today for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's not going to resonate for everybody. I trust that if it resonates, then it's what you are meant to do or find at this time. And so what I've done with y'all's reading this morning is I've done general energies for the Cancer, and Scorpios and Pisces. And guys, this is a 555 message. This is your ancestors coming in and urging you to go a certain way because something's not working. Because we have at the base of the matter, we have ancestors. At first I thought it went with the cards here, but we have gotten 555 with sub messages. We got 5 on the what you don't see coming, and then we got the story on the table came out in 5, and then 5, and then it came out 5, and they said pull one more. And when I saw ancestors, they said that's the base of the matter. Okay, guys? So again, this won't resonate for everybody, but it's kind of similar a little bit to the messages that were coming through yesterday for the fire signs. But I'm just going to hop right in here and we're going to go with it. Okay? So to start with, we have Thurius. Thurius is saying you've already come through a portal of some sort, but something doesn't quite feel right. Something's not quite working. Okay? And so they are urging you to move forward, okay, on your spiritual journey. They don't want you to be stuck. All right, that they want you to come to yourself in some way for wholeness, because I still keep seeing man is right here as evolution, but they're saying it's not evolution. They're saying just it's whatever isn't working, that to get to the point of getting to evolution, whatever is not internally feeling right to you, is what you are going to have to do something about, okay? And you're just not quite getting the message right. Guys, when you realize this is going to bring you joy, because then it's going to bring you to a portal, to a new beginning. And they're saying that this morning, Algiz is having to do with spiritual attainment and a closing or an opening, depending how you want to look at it, okay? Because they're saying, then comes Othello, and they're talking about rebuilding ancestral land, okay? So your ancestors are having your back. And guys, when I pulled Fihu, they literally said, go to the library, do research. There's something you're not quite seeing, something to do with your heritage, your family tree, something to do with the land that you come from. Guys, you may have to do ask family members of what all is in your family line to see something that's like a smaller percentage in your bloodline, but that's where you're being pulled to go. And when you find this out, a secret becomes revealed, and all of a sudden it starts bringing loads of clarity. You start going, oh, now I get it. Okay, you're going to have an aha moment. That plays out in the cards that we're getting ready to get to as well. Now, all of a sudden, messages start coming in, and your ancestors are saying, okay, now you get it. So you might have had a small internal block that was saying, you've already gone through the portal on the process of self-change, also an energetic one, and everybody else seems to be doing that. And guys, that has come out in the other two of the other readings too. The earth message had one thing, the air and fire was similar, and they're saying you're just not quite at that point yet, but after the end of this reading, it's going to bring a lot of clarity. Okay, guys? So this is an ancestor message for you, and they are pulling you because of your bloodline somewhere on your path, okay? So I just want y'all to know that. Once you go and you find out this information from family members, and it's something revolving around your ancestral lands, your ancestors, what's in your bloodline that you have to rebuild and start over with. And guys, it brings you hella birth. You suddenly have a new understanding, a new, it brings clarity of what you're not quite seeing. And it's just, guys, it's requiring more research, more talking to people, more listening to the message and the internal things that you're getting. And once you start doing that, once you get a few more pieces of the puzzle, they're actually showing me 2 pieces of a puzzle, you're going to have a closing off of what you think your journey is, and you're overthinking it. Okay, guys? So don't overthink anything. If it feels like it's not, if you're like, well, I think this is what it is, and it's not working, you're overthinking it, and you're missing the more subtle messages that they are sending you. And they're saying they want you to keep going forward on your journey. So you just need more information. Okay? And the reason why I know that to be true is because then we have the healer's room and the strength room. So you do figure this out. And it makes you jump a timeline, or it makes you make another decision. Okay? Because yesterday, it brings more flow. Because now again, you start getting more messages, and you realize and you go, okay, now I need to go somewhere different. Yesterday, they gave me Gibu as a crossroads of so you might want to look at it more like this, where, you had to make a decision, where you would have to make a decision. And they're just telling me that whatever is not feeling quite right, what's not working, that when you get this extra information in, it brings you to this crossroads, and you can still keep going down the path you're on, or you can say, you know what? Now they're going to bring me more messages, more understanding. I'm now going to go this way, okay? Because you're going to kick that to the curb. Do you see what I'm saying? And now it's going to bring you going forward again on your path with new enlightenment, okay? And now I'm going to tell you why. So then I asked them, what is unseen? Guys, they gave me relief from distress, rewards for your efforts, because you go and find out this information. Now you suddenly realize that you have come to yourself in some way. And that is because we have Haggler's next, because you've come through, again, like I said, a portal, but you're still not understanding why it doesn't feel right. So they're having that elemental disruption, that afterwards, all of a sudden, huge understanding comes in. Then you have breakthrough in the process of self-change. You have a new understanding of what you're meant to do because of something that you go and take the time to learn, because something's not feeling right. Okay? So, guys, again, this is like the message I got yesterday for the fire signs and the air signs, that something that's not quite working out or feeling right, you take the time to figure out what it is, and you have that aha moment. Okay? So then I asked them to give me the map of your journey. Okay? And that's what we have here. We've got 5 here, 5 here. And again, 5 in the energies you're going to come across, and at the base of the matter, ancestors. So guys, if you choose to do this, because we all have free will, okay? Now, starting at for the cards at the very beginning, we have coming apart. And guys, that has to do with this theories and this movement, where you're saying something's not quite, it's just not making sense to you. So whatever it was you thought you knew, you now have to decide, you have to realize that you're being nudged a different direction than what you were supposed to go, because whatever journey that you started where that doesn't feel right, your ancestors are saying very subtly, no, there's another direction you have to go. Okay? And when you start listening and taking their advice and doing this research, or whatever it is you have to do, whoever you have to talk to, whatever old family photo albums you got to look at. Guys, I'm channeling, so whatever they tell, it may not resonate for all of you. Old photo albums, visiting maybe some old family friends of relatives that are no longer in your life, or no longer around you, or maybe even have passed on. Okay? So then they're telling me next comes the wishing well. And this card is saying that yes, you can still have your dreams come true. You can still do something with your gifts, with your this path. Okay? All you have to do is take the time so that these new things will open up with you. And this morning they're pointing out that, well, first of all, they're saying this is look at it from a little bit higher of a perspective, because you have to go find out this information. And they're showing me this, saying you also have a spirit guide or an angel that's staying close by, that is helping you to figure this stuff out. Okay, and this is also talking about enlightening you. Okay, and then we have the home card. And I feel like this is still talking about that Othello, the ancestral lands, the information. So it does have something to do with whatever means home to you. And when you go and start doing this information, that's when the enlightening stuff starts to come in. Okay? And it may take a little bit of time, so don't be in no rush. But there is this door waiting for you to walk through it, guys. And that's that portal right here, okay? Then we have, it's in the details. So whatever research you come up with, and they're telling me there's lots of different ways you could find this information out, okay? But it will be made clear to you. You will have that aha moment. They're saying there may be some family photo albums you have to look at. There may be some, they're showing me literally some maps. You might have to find out, maybe wherever you live, it used to be different in one way, and the land is now different because they've built on it. So you may have to find some Okay. Okay, hang on, guys. Okay, so they were telling me about when I was in Mississippi. At one point, I was wanting to look up because in Mississippi we had the Chickasaw and the Choctaw Indians, and they were saying that however your ancestral lands, something to do with your ancestral lands, the way they look now, they didn't look a long time ago. So you may have to go to the courthouse and go look at some maps, pull some land deeds to see how the land looked 50, 60, 100 years ago, before it was built on. There's a message there for you, and it's in the details. Guys, for that clarity, you're going to have to go do, you might can do it online. They're also saying topographical maps. It's something to do with your ancestral lands or something to do with your ancestors and land that you're going to find information that's going to all of a sudden make huge sense to you. That again, you're going to be able to, it's going to have something to do with maybe even a dream that you have, and that the field of dreams and the wishing well are kind of saying the same thing. They're saying that there's something that is like in the back of your subconscious that has to do with that ancestral land, of putting it all together. Now they're telling me this is putting it all together, which to me, I was thinking evolution. They were telling me elevation. So that's what elevation. Oh, that goes with the maps too, guys. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. I'm so grateful. So yeah, they're saying this is where it's going to come together and make sense to you. Okay. So there's something to do with maps, the land. Okay. Take it how it resonates, guys. Okay. They're pointing at her wings. They're saying, once you realize this, you're going to take off. All of a sudden, the sky's the limit. Oh, guys, it looks like a heart. Does that look like a heart to anyone? It does. They say, now you need to follow your heart. Guys, look at that on this card. They're saying, follow your heart. And they're also saying this is representing angels and ancestors smiling down because now you can follow the trail. Okay, guys? Take that how it resonates. Then the next thing we have is the dragon's lair. Now, this, to me, because it looks so cold and frozen, but it's saying to me that it has something to do with this higher perspective that comes in after looking up this research, that they're telling me to look at the book again. Hang on, guys. They're literally telling me to look up the book. Look at the book. That may be a message for you guys too, to look at this book. That there's something to do with maps, guys. I'm not really sure. Take it how it resonates. Maybe some of you are actually looking some stuff up already because something didn't feel right, and you're getting some new messages. Okay, Dragon's Lair. You're always protected, divinely directed. So, yes, your ancestors are saying, go take this time to look this up. They're saying it's also going to be very challenging. They're saying a new experience is calling you that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there's greater risk or value in risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories. Guys are saying something's going to open up huge for you. Okay, that's going to start this new spark in you. And it has something to do with your background, ancestral lands, the ancestors. Okay, they're saying something about the Museum of History, I'm hearing. You may have some Civil War. Guys, you may have some ancestors back in the Civil War or some kind of war. Maybe you're not in this country and it has some kind of civil unrest that you're going to find out something about your ancestors that is going to has something to do with some interest of yours that you've been putting on the back burner that now all of a sudden it's going to make a lot of sense, they're saying. It's going to create a whole new spark in you. Guys, see this butterfly? They say you're going to metamorphose. And guys, we have that at the end of the end of the row here. So, oh, you're going to meet someone else too. Okay, they're saying look at Golden Palace again. Okay, hang on, guys. So then we have, guys, after spark, when this starts you on this new opening, okay, where you get this new birth and the journey where you close off and it starts making sense and flow. All right, guys, let me grab a Golden Palace and read it to you. And that's also where the unexpected person metamorphosis comes in. Hang on, guys. They're telling me to look. Something about the Golden Palace again. There's always enough. Good fortune. Emotional fulfillment. Happiness. Self-worth. Okay, they're saying for you to, when you see it, they're saying that they're going to realize that you have more. They're not quite saying quite that, but what the book doesn't say that, but they're telling me you're going to find more value in what is in your heritage and where you come from. You're going to find more value there, and doing that is going to show you, is going to tell you how authentic or to live your life authentically, that you'll have a lot of love to share. And they say it does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards coming in for you. Guys, take that how it resonates. So they're also saying along this journey, you're gonna when you look at these details or these maps or whatever, you're gonna find some ancestors that you did not expect in your family tree that are going to help you make up your mind on what you're doing. Okay. Now, you may find out quite a lot of them, but one or two are going to stand out to you. You're going to see that spark I've been talking about when you go searching for this. And it's going to create a huge metamorphosis in you. Okay? You're suddenly going to realize why you're going to have a lot of clarity around this. Some ancestor in the past, something about a war or something of a different time frame, they're saying, is going to make a hell of a lot of sense. You know, guys, I love that word, hell a lotta, right? Okay, so this is going to create the metamorphosis, which is where all this birth and the journey and the kicking the past of the curve and being at this crossroads or joining up. They're saying historical society, guys. Maybe you join the local historical society and something in that starts you on a new path as a healer of whatever type of healer you are. Take that how it resonates. It does have to, ends up doing on this thing you don't know about the Haggles and the breakthrough, a process of self-change on your path of destiny for the dog is. Okay. All right, guys. So, then we have Spirit of Fire. And on the Spirit of Fire, I had just looked this up, but they've given me so many channel messages now. And fire has to do with transformation. Yep. They're going to tell you to take a risk. It has to do with the risk. Okay. And they're saying try something new. They're talking about the Thunderbird, but I'm seeing, and they're saying new growth, new beginnings. Again, guys, that Haggle is there. They're talking about, well, they're saying the Thunderbird, but I'm to me that is like a phoenix. Guys, it starts you off on a whole new journey. And they keep saying something about a historical society and ancestral lands and what you're going to find there. And guys, in your ancestors, you may find you might get started on a new path of historic findings that have to do with ancestors, but not necessarily that are yours. Okay? That's where I think this trickster card comes in, because I feel like they're saying that then this is going to lead you on this new vision quest. And guys, I'm just going to read these to y'all because not all of it. I'm just going to give y'all whatever. I'm going to let them tell me what because the trickster doesn't actually mean the trickster, guys. I do know thunder drum means beating to the thing of your own drum. But on this trickster, they're saying that, that things aren't as they seem. Don't take everything at face value. They want you to find humor or gentle amusement in difficult situations. So, and they're saying step out of the mold. Okay? So, they're saying that they want you to step out of the old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. They want you to see yourself in a new way and to step out of old routines and habits that might have been keeping you stagnant. So guys, they're pointing to this up here again to me. This coming apart, they're saying you've been too stagnant in some sort of way. That's going to resonate for somebody. They're saying for you to have this movement, you're going to have to step out and take these risks. You're going to have to quit looking at things the way you've looked at them. And guys, I've said this before. Because the vision quest are saying you have to look at things differently. So they're saying when you do this research, that's going to help you to step out of that mold that you've been, that like there may be some kind of a block in your way. They're pointing this out again. But when you step through, guys, you're going to start, new information is going to come in with all this information that you go out and look up. Okay? They're saying it's going to bring a lot of changes. So they're saying, especially the trickster, don't let the new information come in. You may have to take some of the information and sleep on it for a while. And guys, if you feel called to do that, do that. Because then what's going to happen is your spirit guides and your passed on loved ones are going to come in your dreams. Hang on, guys. And they're going to give you pictures or messages that tell you where you now need to go. And we're going to make sure you don't get led astray. Guys, that to me says a heck of a lot. Okay? So on Vision Quest, now see, Vision Quest, I would automatically look at that saying, now this is putting you on a new vision. Okay? And it does mean that, but they're saying this makes you a sacred seeker. Yeah, step back, withdraw. Inner truth is still emerging. Look for your answers in different ways. So they're saying that, yes, again, of course, you cannot be looking at everything the way you've been looking at it before. There's something small that you're missing, or that is just now coming apart for you. Okay? So guys, take that how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for all of you. Some of you may already be past that kind of a block, or whatever that may be for you. Okay? So you're going to have to let go of some of this stuff. You're going to have to quit looking at things in a conventional way. Okay? They're saying do some things you've never done before. All right? You need to explore, expand, and step outside of the way you keep doing things in the ordinary way. So, okay, they're trying to tell... Birds are messengers. Water. We're water signs. For the water signs. Guys, they're saying something about the birds. The birds are making me feel like they're saying that there's so many things you have yet to explore, that you need to explore different things. So guys, they're saying write down a couple of words that you don't really think about. They're saying sit down and with the idea of, okay, so I'm going to focus on some words to have to do something I've never done before, thought about before, whatever. Then they're saying just start writing down whatever comes to your mind. And make a list of like 10 to 20 things. And then look and see what you wrote and see what resonates with you. And then go do a Google search. Go do a library search. Go do a book search. Okay? And some new things are going to come up that you didn't think about, that you did not expand on, that you did not, sorry about that, guys, that you did not really, it's going to help lead you in the direction that they want you to go. And they're going to be right there with you, guiding you and telling you how you need to move ahead. Okay? They're saying that's really important. They're also saying, okay, for the thunder drum, to me, guys, the thunder drum is beat to the tune of your own drummer. I actually told someone that one time. I was talking to somebody at a new job I had, and he said something to me, and I said, well, you know, I dance to the beat of my own drummer. And he said, I can see that. And guys, at that job, I proved I really do beat to the tune of my own dance, to my own drum, because at the time I was working in a prison, and sometimes you had to come up with creative ways while still following the rules to get people to do what you needed them to do so you could get the job done. And I remember shooting off my mouth a couple of times and having at least one or two of them going, Miss Scott, why did you say my name on the street? Which is, if you call someone's name out and everybody hears it, and you say something to them, and it's somehow in a way of reminding them the rules, they don't like that when you work in a prison. But anyway, guys, this is going to help you step out of that, of being more assertive, of doing something a different way. Maybe it's going to open up a part of your personality that you didn't realize that was there by this exploration that you do. Okay, that's that path through, that's that breakthrough on the process of self-change. And they're saying that's what you're going to do. You're going to stand still. You're going to find this information out. Then you're going to have this haggle, this elemental disruption, and you're going to say, screw it. And you're going to start seeing some new things, doing some new things. And you're okay, guys. Okay. Guys, I'm literally seeing like 5 or 6 ancestors going, yay, and clapping their hands and going, this is what we need you to do. So you're not seeing something about yourself, or maybe it's a part of yourself you've put on a shelf, put on the back burner, because maybe you were in school, or you were going through a period of doing something like at a job, or a job that you've always done. You left one job, you went to another similar job, and then all of a sudden you decide to take another kind of job, and all of a sudden all kind of new things open up, and it opens you up, allowing more information coming in from your ancestors and your spirit guides, and your passed on loved ones, like near and dear close aunts and uncles that, in the past so many years of your life you've outlived them. And they're saying that you're just going to start seeing new things. Okay? Again, they're pointing out this home card of ancestral lands and seeing this new spark by doing this information, finding out this stuff that you did not know of, and it's going to just send you on a different path. Now, mind you, it's up to you if you want to take that path or not. But guys, do you want life to be still 10 years from now? Where do you want to be? And this is me, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Where do you want to be? Okay, do you want to keep doing the same boring job, or do you want a new job that helps you to help people, opens you up in new ways, brings out a whole side of your personality and leads you on a path of a better life for yourself, a better way of seeing things, opens up your whole world that 2 years later, like guys, I moved 5 states away. And all of a sudden I woke up one morning and went, oh my gosh, I am not the person I was since before Will passed away, since Will died, since I've gotten to where I am now, since me and Daniel got together. Guys, I have just changed so much. Yeah, I still have some old bad habits of the way I look at some things, but the way I look at a lot of things now, guys, I've just experienced a lot of more things. I'm just not the same anymore. You're going to do it too. Do you want to do it faster or slower? A lot of choices to be made. But at the same time, listen to everything look at this more, you're going to go through this metamorphosis. How do you want to be? So doing this little vision quest and going on this listening to what they're trying to tell you and how they're going to be right there by your side. Okay, guys? Because when you start doing this path of your own thing with this ancestors card, a lot of wisdom's going to come in for you. Now, there may be some unsettling situations, but maybe that's where you're needing to make the changes at. You know what I'm saying? That's where you need to break apart all this stuff, look at this new stuff, and see where it's going to take you to. Okay? Be aware of the coincidences and the signs and the synchronicities that's going to happen after you start going down this other path. And guys, trust me, it's going to be better than it is right now. Okay? Because there's some information out there that you just have to go find. And guys, I'm not going to say I promise you, but I know from my own personal experience, I'm not who I was. So guys, take this how it resonates. It's not going to be for all of you, but I really seriously think that a lot of you, when you start finding out this information, that you're just going to find some new stuff through this transformation. Dance to your own drum, okay? You're going to find, you're going to have all this stuff open up for you. Look at the card, look at the light in this card, guys. You've got all this light coming in, all this, as above, so below, they're saying. So guys, take that how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. This is for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Guys, this is an awesome message. Lana Scott Lighthouse, be a light in the darkness. Be a hero. Shoot. Guys, to be someone else's hero, sometimes you have to be your own hero first. Your angels and ancestors are trying to steer you in the right way. Whatever's not feeling right, you now need to rework it for all this to come in for you. Guys, take a risk. It's worth it.